Hi all, hope you have having a nice weekend. So welcome to our first episode of this weekly analysis, where will we go through Nifty, Bank Nifty, Dow, Nasdaq, Bitcoin, USD, INR, gold, and all other stuff. So let's start. So right now, if you go on the Nifty and look at the weekly chart, we are at the previous what you can say swing low and the RSI 40 support. If you see, earlier last year in around 2022, there were three times Nifty got bounced from these levels, on the RSI. Now we need to see what will happen this time, but just a word of caution that okay, last three times we took a support at this level, exactly at the same juncture we are right now present. Okay, and definitely if the swing low is crossed, and we might see some downside movement, and then we might see the downside. And if you see, before that, only in the month of in the COVID pandemic, the low that was made, the Nifty broke the weekly 40. And before that also, if you see, near to 40, Nifty took a support here as well at 40, here as well at 40. So in the last 5 years, we have broken 40 decisively only once. After that, we also had, if you go back, there were some instances, but Nifty always try to get out of the 40. Only thing is, now if you see, remember, this is September 2008, again a recession time, so there we saw a very big breakdown on the 40 side. Then we had in 2020 2011, there was a breakdown on the Nifty, and after that Nifty almost all the time bounced back near to 40. Only in case of COVID we saw it is, it gave a big move. So right now, the situation that we can think of is definitely not a very bullish as of now. As of 26th of March, we can see that we might see some sideways movement or some further selling into the markets. But important point is that we are at a good weekly support. And if you see on the Bank Nifty, we are also on the 40, on the weekly 40. So we are yet to there, but we are near to a good support. So if you see earlier as well, Bank Nifty also took a good support on the 40. Earlier, if you remember September 20, also we came back to 40 and then we bounced, and then only in the COVID time, Bank Nifty broke 40 on the weekly. Before that as well, if you see, we always have a seen buying when the RSI was at 40. So I think this is a kind of a analysis which you will not find, because we are doing the in-depth analysis what happened on the indices uh, from a long time. So that's the nugget for you on this weekly chart. Here also the view can be, we might see some downside, we have the other levels, but then the swing low here is kind of a pretty low, which is 37,500. So that's the swing low, and you see RSI is also around 43 right now, so still we can go to 40. So that might be a chance. So we'll see how the week progresses. Yeah, but as of now, definitely both Nifty and Bank Nifty looking bearish. Let's see Dow. What is Dow doing right now? If you see Dow, it is kind of trying to take a support on the weekly 40. If you see, it came down, it was kind of a sideways and flat, and now it is started to going up, this RSI on the Dow. Now Dow broke the 40, the times when Nifty took a support at that time. So Nifty was kind of a more stronger, that's what I can say, as compared to Dow. And that's evident, right? Because if you see, Dow touched the COVID high, the high that was made before the COVID, but Nifty is very up above that. So the high that was at the time of the COVID was around 12,400, and we never touched 12,400 after that. So that's why Nifty was definitely powerful after COVID than Dow. So that's why Dow saw more, what you can say, selling pressure, onto it. But if you compare currently, then Nifty is into more pressure, because now Nifty is at exactly 40, or for RSI 40, but Dow is trying to cover, or get a move above that. So interesting thing right now. And if you see on the Dow, we have this spinning top that was formed, and there was no follow through for the selling. So we might see some upside definitely till 20 MA on weekly. So that's the view on Dow right now. And if you see the monthly chart, it is right now a sideways kind of a chart. So neither up, it is showing good up sentiment, neither so it is mostly, what you can say, uh, uh, sideways market right now. So that's for Nifty. If you see S&P, if you just see the S&P 500. mm, yeah, so if you see S&P 500, it also came to near 40 and tried to get us support onto the 40 on the RSI side. So definitely these indices are, so at least European indices are trying to go up, sorry, US indices are trying to go up, and taking a support at the 40. If you see on the monthly chart for that, again showing a kind of a sideways right now. So I'm not expecting a major downside, neither major upside into this indices. Okay, so it is sideways, and if you see last 3 4 weeks, it is still sideways. So if you want to go up, it has to definitely go above 20 MA and sustain above that, then we can see about to 20. But right now it is the sideways movement. That's what we can see. And also on the weekly, we see Bollinger Bands are getting narrowed down, so definitely there might be some movement coming in, but not exactly right now. Then if you see the Nasdaq, right now, so Nasdaq weekly is kind of a strongest, above in that. The RSI is near 40, it is at the super trend resistance and trying to go above that. So if I see on the monthly chart as well, yeah, so monthly chart also, if you see, it took support at 40 and now trying to go up. So 20 MA kind of a reasonable target on the Nasdaq, if we can see it. So yeah, that's for Nasdaq. Bitcoins, I think we had a good rally on the Bitcoins. No, this not. Yeah. So if you see Bitcoin, if I see the daily view, definitely it got a good rally, and now it is it is doing the sideways movement. It is above 60, holding it out. So definitely the bullish sentiment. And if you see on the weekly charts, looks like a pause candle right now with a good buying. So it's a pause candle, and RSI is trying to sustain above 60. So definitely looks good. And at least till 20 MA we can see some short term targets into the crypto. And look how beautifully crypto came down and exactly took support at 40, and we saw a bullish move. So that's why this RSI 40, and it's very important. You need to track it out all the time. Now if I see the forex market, USD INR, yeah, so it is right now sideways. We are trading, you know above. We are trying to hold 20 MA, but if you see the picture from last, say, 10 15 weeks, it is a sideways zone. And the RSI is also now resisting 60, so not supporting the upside. So we need to see how it goes. If I see on the daily chart, it is sideways, so nothing is moving on the currency. So currency is right now sideways and having a upper cap. So if you see, this was a time when the, we made a high, we are near to there, but RSI is not supporting that level. So interesting setup, nothing much going on the USD INR. So we will track it, but right now seems no trade zone for us. So that's for this USD INR. If I show you gold, I think indices, gold future. So let's say India. Mhm. Okay, which one it is in the India future thing? Yeah, yeah. So gold future, we are above 60, so definitely kind of in a bullish range right now on the daily charts. If you see weekly, look how perfectly it went up, from 40. We were at 40, we had a good rally, then we went above 60, then we took a support at 20 ma, and right now looks as a pot candle on the gold bar. Okay, and we will be bullish if 61,000 is crossed on the onto the gold. So till the time 61,000 is holding, we are not into we don't want to track it that much. Only thing is, if 61,000 is crossed, we will be more active into the gold. So silver, definitely a good move, and we can expect some higher levels into the silver. So if you see silver, it is, having lot many times resisted this zone. So no, so if it is crossing it out, then definitely we can see the higher levels into the what you can say, silver. So silver is onto the game, and if you see monthly as well, we are at the 60 resistance. So we have to wait, because 60 resistance has to be crossed if it has to go, it has to show some upside further. But right now definitely it was in the upside and it gave a good move. And if you want to see it, just look at it like 20 ma, we got a move. So if you see, 20 ma was around 62,000, it went to 70,000. So nice move on the silver side. Now if you see crude, I think it's on the downturn, but right now it's on the first 40, but it is mostly sideways to downside right now. If I see weekly chart of the crude, if you see how beautifully it is trying to hold the 40 level. So if you see this, it is trying to hold this from last so many days. So let's see how it goes. But right now at a good support, so we need to see if it is resisting 40 or not. If not, then we might see some movement into the crude. But right now it is at the weekly 40, which is a important support level. If you see on the monthly chart, it is kind of a, bounced from the super trend on the monthly. So we need to still track it. But yeah, definitely right now it is mostly sideways to negative, but weekly, giving some hope that it might take a support on 40. So we need to see the price action, what happens next week on the crude. So that's for crude. What else we can see? Yeah, if you just want to see the gold from the US part, gold future. So it is also like a similar, the pot candle, what I can say onto that. Yeah, yeah. So this is the view on the weekly. Keep always the broad view. Keep always weekly into the mind while taking the trades, because it works really beautifully. And if you want to do some long time investment, or invest huge money into small caps and mid caps, this really helps. Okay, anyways, the views shared in this video are only for the educational purpose. Please do not take any trade or investment decision based on the views shared. Please consult your financial advisor before you take any trade or investment decision. We are not responsible for any loss due to any content in the video. So, as I always say, be passionate about the markets, learn about the markets. You will definitely reap the benefits out of it. Have a rest of good weekend. We will see tomorrow in the daily analysis video on Nifty and Bank Nifty. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Be passionate about the markets. Thanks. Bye.